Guide to Success. The view from another's perspective as one of the best guides to success. Success is something that is not built easily. The path to it is filled with challenges, ups and downs that bring with them lessons and define us further on a professional level. One of those lessons is that the ability to see things from other people's perspective is a good guide to success. Keeping an open mind means accepting that there may be another way than the one we know about, and that in itself opens up more chances for success than others who think their perspective is unique and has the best view. Like anything else, the ability to see things from another's perspective is something that is practiced and learned over time, and the following few tips will give you a good idea of where to start. 1. Paying attention to others. It is human nature to wonder what others are thinking while in their presence, trying to read them. They already create a picture in their head, according to which they instinctively decide if they like that person to continue to stay in contact with them. In this way, people start to think more consciously and can assess the situation better. This suggests that those who pay more attention to the people around them will have an advantage in future interactions, because they will be able to approach them carefully and effectively. 2. Managing your feelings and empathy. One of the 5 characteristics that the most successful people in the world share is successfully managing their feelings. While it is incredibly important for any successful person to be able to recognize and appropriately read emotions in other people, controlling and successfully managing one's feelings and emotions is far more important. The reason is very simple. For a person to function successfully in the private and professional field and to form successful relationships with other people, he must first know himself well, know what and how it affects him, and in which direction to control him. That. Empathy then does its thing by allowing us to understand how others would behave in a given situation. What would you do and what would you say? And the man who has these 2 characteristics is a man with great potential for success. 3. Reading other people correctly. Every move, every body movement, and every spoken word says a lot about the person making them. And reading them correctly represents an incredible opportunity for the one who reads them to position himself well in communication and get the most out of it. All the things that a person will successfully read in others leave a mark which then turns into a memory that affects his intuition. When the moment comes, that same intuition will be that man's strong point, because it will successfully inform him of the direction in which his behavior should move, i.e., when, how, and what to say, and give him an idea about the possible results of that communication. 4. Interpreting the words. In everyday speech, known as reading between the lines, correctly interpreting what people are saying in your presence can be crucial for successful communication and the result you desire. The fact is that people don't always say what they think, so it is quite expected that for the conversation to move in the direction that is most effective for someone, that person will have to be able to successfully read between the lines. Knowing exactly what the person across from him wants to say, he will have the power to properly direct the situation in a favorable direction that brings a successful outcome for him. 5. Respect for different opinions and attitudes. All people are different and have different opinions and attitudes about the same thing. This means that when multiple people are in the same room, chances are they won't agree on every topic of conversation. It is the same when it comes to a business meeting or a conversation with a potential employer, colleague, or customer. But a lesson well learned is when one knows that it is not always necessary to agree with someone for the outcome to be successful. Much more important is the attitude he has towards the different attitude of the person he is talking to, because no matter how unfavorable the situation may seem, respecting someone else's attitude can turn things around 180 degrees. When there is respect for each other's differences, conversation participants can successfully anticipate what to say and what not to say. leaving open the chance to learn something new and become a more successful person. 6. Getting to know people on a private level. Who someone is, where they are from, and what their cultural and religious traditions and attitudes are is very important. In the past, mixing this part of private life with business was unusual and not practiced. But today, for a successful result, it is vital to know something more about the people with whom one enters into a business relationship or, on the other hand, with whom some kind of connection is formed. That way, communication is much more efficient and easier to direct, and the participants are much more aware of themselves and the atmosphere, the negative and positive parts of it, and they have learned something more. In the journey toward success, understanding others' perspectives is your secret weapon. By honing your ability to listen, empathize, and interpret, you're unlocking doors to fruitful connections and collaborations. Remember, success isn't just about individual brilliance, it's about embracing diverse viewpoints. So, start today. Practice empathy, decode body language, and respect differences. Your success story begins by seeing the world through the eyes of others. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights on mastering success through understanding.